Good afternoon, it's Dave at All Things Important Reviews. Please smash that like button, please smash that subscribe button. I have reviewed this watch in the past month in the resin band version, but I decided that I'd pick up the stainless steel bracelet version. This is the GST-B300SD-1AER. And this one has the positive subdial, not a negative subdial, so it's far more easier to see. And I do have to say that that subdial is the most legible dial, or one of the most legible dials I've ever seen on a Casio G-Shock watch. It is really, really legible from every single angle. The only real difference between this watch and obviously the other one is obviously the band and the negative versus positive subdial, but they do actually do the same watch with a negative dial, but with a bracelet still. So they do all three combinations. I have already reviewed the watch, so I won't go over everything again, but I can confirm that the bracelet version is comfier on my wrist, in my opinion. The bracelet, it does increase the weight of the watch to around 180 grams. So it's by far a small watch. The watch is 15.5 mil thick to the bezel and 15.3 mil thick to the top of the crystal. So it's clearly a thick watch. But interestingly, compared to this watch, it feels both bigger in some respects, and in other respects it feels smaller. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's obviously a slightly smaller case, because obviously it has a different shape to it slightly, and I think the lug to lug is slightly smaller on this watch. So, but it is slightly thicker. So again, it's, you know, it swings and roundabouts, but basically it does still feel like a good watch. And if you've got a big enough wrist, like 7-inch, I would recommend 6.5 to 7-inch plus wrists ideally to wear this watch, because it is a big watch. The N-link to N-link size is 50.7 off. Sorry, is 57 mil. That is big. That is pretty big. Now it's still, the bracelet is excellent. It is one of the comfiest bracelets that Casio have done. It is probably superior to this one. It is solid links, and the links are connected with push pins that you just basically put your tool in there, release it, wiggle it about, and it'll come loose. Very easy to resize. Very comfortable, no sharp edges. The clasp is also a deployment clasp with push buttons. Works very good. It is only pressed metal, but does it really matter? This is overall, the functions wise, you get all the standard functions with a G-Shock, as I've shown you. The light is excellent. The light is both the subdial and the analog dial. You've got the tough solar functionality, which means it'll recharge with fluorescent and non-fluorescent light. Very legible dial, easy to see. You can use the digital subdial if you want to, for both the time, for the calendar and all that stuff. It has the 12 o'clock indices shown, the numeral shown, which is nice. I think the B300, I think this model is probably the best looking of all the B100, 200, 300 and 400s. I think it is the best looking, the B300 range. I like the rugged style with the kind of sporty yet, you know, it's like sporty casual look. I like it. This would make a great daily driver, 200 meter water resist. The only thing I would like it to have is multiband. Now, on the strap version, which I'll just show you here, On the strap version on the right, the strap is very tough. It's a very tough plastic, and it will definitely not be for everyone. But it does make the watch lighter. I would guess the watch is only around 90 grams or something like that on a band. But on this, it's going to be like 180, something like that. So it would drastically reduce the weight of the watch. But you can see that the subdial as well on the resin band one, even though it's negative, it is still very legible. But you can see how much more legible the positive one is. But it does look absolutely fantastic. Both look great. Another little downside is the bezels are a little bit reflective. These stainless steel kind of brushed satin bezels without a pattern, they are more reflective. The pattern one does not reflect, which is excellent. I prefer a patterned one, but hey ho, they still look awesome. I love the designs. I will be keeping one of them as my daily driver. I may just pick up a bracelet and have this one, I don't know. But it won't be on the resin band because I don't like the resin band too much. It is definitely stronger than the B200 band and the B100 band. Definitely stronger. I've not had the B400 band yet, so I don't know. But overall, you know, the timekeeping, you can hook it up to your phone. You've got the Bluetooth functionality. But I just thought I'd show you the bracelet version. It is very good. It's another good watch from Casio that came out in 2020 during the pandemic. I don't think it's been massively marketed by Casio. I've not seen too many ads for it, which is probably why it's a little known watch. I know that the B100 is a massively popular watch, and I do recall the B200 being massively popular. I don't think this one has been as popular, could be wrong. But this is also a great model. The main criticism I'm going to have of this watch is the thickness. It is unnecessarily thick at 15.5mm. If this was 2mm shorter, it'd be perfect. 2.5mm shorter, you know, like 12 to 13mm thick, it'd be perfect. It is a bit, it does feel balanced though. It doesn't feel too top heavy. Obviously it feels a little bit top heavy because it's so thick, but it's got this carbon core guard inside of it, this plastic patented technology that Casio thinks gives this amazing, you know, ruggedness and all this stuff. If you know, the whole thing with Gshocks is that they've got this amazing ruggedness and durability that most watches don't have, and it's true, they do, but that comes at a price in that some of them are really thick, which they're working on the B400 model that I've recently reviewed. That has that technology, but it's thinner by 2mm. So maybe they'll produce another one in the future that will look similar to this but be thinner, because it'll appeal to more people. But I can get away with it. I'm going to be wearing it as a daily driver. Another excellent watch from Casio and another excellent bracelet. I love the way they do the links. So easy to remove, just super easy. You don't need screws. You literally just bang it in there and it comes loose. So, well, you don't bang it hard, sorry, you just basically press on it with the tool. Don't bang it because that'll destroy the pin. So yeah, great watch. It's been Dave. Loads more reviews coming up. Thanks a lot. It's Dave.